For some time now, you probably know where to touch him to make him feel good. But do you know how to touch him to make him go over the edge? Do you know what to do with your tongue and your fingers to make a man scream your name and beg for more? What are the best places to touch a man to drive him crazy? My lady, the best places to touch a man are the most sensitive places that are often underrated. But today, you'll be learning everything you need to know about all of the places you touch a man to drive him crazy. The area below his belly button is the most sensitive one. It will make him feel amazing, as such as you start kissing his chest and going down. Welcome. So let's dive into today's videos. Today I want to talk about 8 places to touch a man to turn him crazy, in order to make him go gaga and in order to make him go crazy about you, baby. Powerful places to pleasure a man in order to trigger him to his highest sex of sexual satisfaction. If you are really serious about this and committed to driving him insane with your skills, there's only one thing for you to do. Yes, just watch this video to the end. Do you know how to make him addicted to you? If not, don't worry, because you have me and it is okay. You will thank me later. Now, let's go through the list of things you can do to make your man feel like he's on the cloud 9. After that, we will go through the list of things you can say to drive him wild. So guys, are you ready to go with me? So let's dive in. Places to touch a man to drive him crazy. Where do men like to be touched? Men like to be touched in various places, such as the inner part of their thighs or their nipple. There are other places that are underrated but are very powerful erogenous zones for men. If you want to learn how to drive him crazy over you, here's what you need to do. 1. Touch the back of his head. The slower, the better. Maybe you think that your man won't be overwhelmed if you touch the back of his head, but you are wrong. There are lots of nerves in the back of their head, and when you touch them, you can stimulate them in different ways. Figure out the simplest but most powerful way to make him beg for more. All you need to do is learn the language of his desire. So if you gently go through your man's head and focus on the back of his head, it will give him chills and it will feel so good. He will feel that you are trying to make him feel relaxed, and he will know how to appreciate that. And I don't need to say that you don't have to stop by touching his head only, right? Touch him below his belly button also. But when I say touch, I don't mean that you should touch him with your finger, but your tongue. All of the places you touch a man to drive him crazy, the area below his belly button is the most sensitive one. It will make him feel amazing, as such as you start kissing his chest and going down. He will be so excited, and he will show you that. Maybe he will tell you that it is not a good idea if you continue doing that, and that you will probably spend the whole morning in bed being late for work. But if that makes him satisfied, then it is worth it, right? You are allowed to do anything you want, because he will like every kiss and lick with your tongue. 3rd, focus on his tongue. Many women think that they should focus only on the guy's penis to make him feel satisfied, but no. You should know that there are other parts of his body that can also make him feel heavenly. Believe it or not, guys are very sensitive when it comes to their tongues. So, man, right? Try to suck his tongue because that will give him an idea of sucking something else, if you know what I mean. Another place to suck a man is his F-spot. Don't forget his F-spot. This is the same as the G-spot with women, but the difference is that it is much easier to find the guy's one. His F-spot is where the head of his penis connects to his shafts. You can stimulate it with your finger, but guys prefer if you do it with your tongue. You want to make your man go crazy about you, just give him a few gentle licks on his area and he will totally go over the edge. Be careful that you do it gently because that area is pretty sensitive and you don't want to hurt him. Do it in a way he believes you know what you are doing, so he can totally relax and let you do some work. Yes. The other one is touching his earlobe. Yes. Man wearing open shirts. Okay. We all know that one of the guys' originals of his ear, but you don't want to start licking them all of a sudden. Instead, touch his ear and play with them. Then whisper something in his ear, and while you are doing that, blow some warm air inside. That will probably give him chills and he will be ready for the next step. After that, you can start licking them while you ask him what he wants to do with you right now. Suck the bottom of his lips. Yes, the other one is to suck the bottom of his lips. If you want to get rid of the routine in your relationship, try some new things. Maybe you are into sucking your man's tongue or playing with his F-spot, but you can also play with his lips. To make things more interesting, tease him to kiss you, and when he does that, don't let him kiss you immediately, but show him you want to play a bit. And when I say play, I refer to dirty playing. Suck his bottom lip and play with your tongue, but in all this process, make sure that you are the dominant one because that will turn him on even more. Touch his nipple. One of the best places to touch a man to drive him crazy is his nipple. Make sure that you do it gently because if you are too rough, it can hurt him and you want to reach your end goal. That's why you should touch his nipple gently until they are hard, and when you see that reaction, kiss and suck them gently while playing with your tongue. Touch his inner thighs. Yes, that's another original zone of a man. I know that many women don't focus on their man's thigh, on their man's inner thigh, but you should start doing this because you can take him to cloud 9 with only one touch. Touching him gently, but don't neglect the other part of his body as well. That will make him feel so good and he will see that you are making some effort for him. Touch gently his hand or forearm with the pads of your finger. If you are feeling wide and you want to spice things up, you can switch to lightly licking his hands, forearm, and inner wrist with the tip of your tongue. And a lot of men will literally die from pleasure if someone did this to them. Also keep in mind that